Begin. My friend, Purrely it up. This is a good card to use your Ash Blossom on. We're going to be revealing 3 of the same card to randomly guarantee one of them to our hand. Purrely discard the Gamma because if they were going to activate something, they likely would have had to have activated right then and there. Otherwise, we don't have use for that Gamma. Lily getting negated by Imperm is really good. It has that double effect that you want to negate, the effect to search, and the effect to exceed with the graveyard. This is Snake Eye with the new ban list. They have limited 1 Ash, limited 1 Wanted Seeker. The limited 1 Ash is now here off of that 1-for-1. We're going to, off of the special summon, Moonlit Chill, finger the Moonlit Chill, then follow up in permanence, negate the Snake Eye Ash. Just like that, your limited 1 is now gone. Now, there's a situation where Snake Eye is now less consistent, but now more powerful because what do you remove what do you replace the consistency with? More hand traps. So if they do their normal Snake Eye play, you could expect more hand traps to make up for their loss of consistency. Jet Synchron is here. Delicious will protect our Lily from being destroyed by battle. Just like that, as we then main phase 2 it up into an SP Lil Knight on summon, banish a card on the field or in the graveyard, taking out the My Friend Purrely, leaving up the Lily. We do have that Maxi ready, activating in response the Lily, attempting to exceed into a plump. We get nice and plump up in here. Now, not only can the Little Knight chain link block the plump from equipping a quick play spell, it could also just banish it off the field. So what we really need... Oh, we're gonna get... You gonna get banished right here, right now? Is this what we're doing? Oh, Little Knight's getting outplayed. You got tricked. You got jebaited. So if we chain the Happy, equip it with Plump, Plump will banish the Little Knight, then Little Knight will not banish the Plump. It's actually not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You got tricked. Super outplayed. Holy moly. That's incredible. Yup. Equip, banish. You don't get banished. You're fine. And guess what? It's an X Purrely Nor now because we're sucking up 2 cards on the grave, right? 2 cards, yep. Little Knight, no effect. We're 5 material through an SP Little Knight. Yes. Damn, Justinian, very happy to have seen that. That is some good stuff. We have triple spin, and the Little Knight is now back. The Little Knight is a hard once per turn, so even though we would be affected from the banish right there, it already activated, so it's now gone. Within the standby phase, we're not playing into a triple tactics talent, not that we had that choice, but now we are. We're gonna spin that Ash, triple tactics talent now activate, so they are gonna take control, forcing us to spin a card from their graveyard as we are targeting that Linkuriboh. If they had an original Sinful in the graveyard, that is something you would definitely want to spin back as they would get to search. We get to now send the X Purrely Nor to the grave. Should X Purrely Nor have spun itself? Yeah, if you like cheating, but you can't target your own cards or your own grave. Otherwise, that would have been the ideal play. Alrighty, come forward, Lily. Lily cannot be targeted by Imperm or a Veiler here. This is where your Imperm or Veiler could be used because otherwise the Purrely Street is locking you out from making it usable on anything else. You can also hold Imperm to be usable during your own turn, as the Purrely Street will only protect you the turn you are special summoned. Very easy draw. It's balanced. It's a reason why the card, I think, is limited 1 in OCG, but don't worry about it. Just going to casually draw a Maxi, an Effect Veiler, and maybe we could toss into that another Ash. I could take another Effect Veiler. That'd also be good. I think we were playing Moonlit Chill. I'll have a Moonlit Chill, yes. Gamma, not usable. Come on, 2 more. One more. Hey, Ash, nice, great. And just in case you had a Gamma yourself, I would Ash negate your Gamma. Now, you do have a finger, and we don't have a way to stop that finger, but we still have Ash and Veiler. Let's go. And you could be thinking, okay, Kaiju the Nor. Kaijuing Nor is not even that good. It's going to return the Sleepy in the grave back to the hand. We'll summon a monster from the deck. They're still plussing off of getting Kaiju. You have to win that turn. We're going to spin the Fenrir off the field right away. We have 1 more spin and 1 more monster negate, plus an Effect Veiler, plus an Ash. So Quadra Disruption, negate the Diablo Star. We have triple disruption left. We have Effect Veiler for the Snake Eye Ash that would be summoned from the deck. We're going to use the Veiler on the Poplar instead. Negate. We have Ash for the 1-for-1, which can't be used. You need to discard a monster to even use it. We have 1 more spin with the X Purrely Nor. So double disruption we got to play through. And if we don't win this turn, it's just no good. We have to, it's not enough to play through the disruption. We have to lethal them. We're going to discard the 1-for-1 for the Jet Sync run. Show Con to Little Knight. We had the opportunity to spin the Jet Sync run on the discard to Reborn. We didn't even care to do it. Little Knight on summon is targeting the Nor in the graveyard. The Purrely Nor in the field is untargetable because it was just summoned this turn by the Purrely Street. Okay, destroy the Beauty. That does trigger our cards. We're plussing like crazy. Thank you very much. I will take a Pretty, a Sleepy, and a Purrely on the field. That will also add a card to my hand. So we lost one, but we plus forward. I think the kids call that a +3. Yes. All right. Game 3. Let's go. Maxi in the draw phase. Ash Blossom. Negate. I don't think so, mate. With the visual of Droll and Lockbird being in the hand right here, this is why you want both players, actually. You would purely activate your quick play spell within the draw phase so that the Droll does not affect you on your search, and also your Wanted Seeker. Activate in the draw phase so that the opposing Droll and Lockbird would also not affect you on your search. We're going to be activating the Pressure Planet into our Unicorn. Let's go. Free Empin. I actually agree with you. I think they should start unhitting Flandres. And I would like Flandres to be in a position where we could recommend it to new players. I know that's controversial. A lot of you hate control and stun decks like that, but, you know, we need something accessible for people to be picking up. Right now, if someone wanted to play Snake Eyes, they can't. Like, how do you even recommend someone to play Snake Eyes at the moment? It's a deck that's likely to get further hit. It's a deck that's no longer in the selection pack, so you're telling someone to mass craft at premium value all the cards for a deck that's going to get hit. Further hit. SP Little Knight and Unicorn. This is actually incredibly disruptive and really annoying. We activate a spell, 3 cards from our graveyard now get banished. So we Sleepy into a Lily. We can't even exceed with the Sleepy because it's now banished face down. And then the Unicorn can look at the extra deck. And because of when Unicorn being prevalent in the TCG, that caused people to play more than one Zeus. But it's limited to 1 here, so we can't play double Zeus. And a lot of people in Asian tournaments where the Unicorn is also prevalent in our current meta, we had Snake Eyes players playing 2 Promethean Princess because of the Unicorn continually banishing the 1 Promethean. So I really just don't like, I think this is just not a fun card. It's not good design. I hate it. I hate being forced to play extra of an extra deck card. I hate randomly banishing from the deck. Those are the aspects I really hate. I think that a card like Fenrir is a lot more healthier, but is better. Fenrir is better also. And we just lost a Nor. I think that's a one-of. Huh, we lost our one-of, that's it. You can't Nor now. Nor is So you already misplayed before the duel began by not properly preparing for a Unicorn banishing your one-of Nor. You have Nightingale and a Zeus. Hey, you're the one that did not want to banish my one-of Zeus. You want to take away my Nor? Fine, I'm going to take away your entire field. So what happens here against Little Knight is interesting. We just double Zeus. So the Zeus is not going to get banished. The Little Knight's going to leave the field forever. You activate once, they chain Little Knight, you activate again, you banish the Little Knight. Oh, not banished, but you send it to the grave, and then your Zeus does not get banished. But it did force out a double field wipe, so that's good. It putting in her good work there. Very nice. Now our Purrely card is not going to trigger the birth to birth control our graveyard by banishing 3 face down, which triple quick play spell in the graveyard we just had. All 3 of those being banished face down would have been an incredible play for Kashtira. That would have been immensely disruptive. Beauty. All we have is a monster negate. That's it. 1 monster negate. So no cards in the hand, nothing else in the field. The graveyard's not doing anything. So this actually, in order to use this, you're going to have to target a Sinful Spoil spell or trap that is banished or in the graveyard in order to get that draw 1. So I feel like we have to negate this, right? Easy negate. Normally, you're not really negating a Diablo Star, but that's only the fear of follow-up cards in the hand. Negate. We take out Beauty. That's going to trigger the My Friend Purrely to add 3. It's like a +2. What the heck? We lose 1 card, but we gain 3. Oh, did we read the My Friend Purrely after? It's not like, oh my gosh, they misplayed, they're so bad. They had no option. They had no, what are you going to do? Just not play? Just pass? Okay, then the Beauty's going to give you a good suck. It's going to send a card, suck you up. The continuous card's going to search anyway. It's going to also search a card from the deck. It's just, that's a checkmate. So very well done from both players here. Let's keep on going. Thankfully, they're not going first, so we're not going to be seeing too much craziness yet. Ash Blossom, negate that Max C. Negate. Let's see how much Chimera could cook without being disrupted. No disruption, full play, full wombo combo. Is this the way? Let's go. Randomly discarding Unicorn, you know, this is pretty damn good, okay? This is good. Now, the Sword Knight being on the field here is going to summon for the deck of Baphomet, which will then search for 2 cards. And the situation that we're going to be fingering possibly is the Chimera in the graveyard banishing quick play to special summon the barrier statue where neither player could special summon except Dark. And let's go. Call by the Grave, finger the Mirror Sword Knight. Yeah, that was not... Okay, it is actually pretty good because it is turning off Disruption. The Sword Knight does have the effect in the graveyard to banish in response to you activating a monster effect in the field to negate it. So if we're fingering it mainly for that reason, that's good, but also the further place in the deck. Also, the other body in the field would have contributed to the Guardian Chimera to pop 2 cards in the field, so that could also be good. All right, but you know, we could still get that second body in the field as we're doing right now. So just like that, the barrier statue. So in fact, we discarded the worst card. We discarded a Unicorn, which couldn't be special summoned anyway due to the barrier statue. We still have plays here. Whatever we search for is gonna be discarded with the glory of the Horus, and then we have to take out the King Sark. We gotta do it. King Sark on the activation, on the resolution, right, we gotta get rid of this before the Horus gets reborn from the grave? We are. That's exactly what we're doing. This is our opportunity to wipe out the King Sark. Yep, we're doing it. It's a pop 2, draw 1. Very well done. On summon. Now, what's scary about Guardian Chimera is it could be fully negated by an Ash Blossom, but not if you Chainlink block it with something like Gazelle also being activated. And we are also, yep, that's it. We have 2 tribute summons in the hand. Had we gone first, you would have not even been able to special summon. All right, that's fine. JC, you're going to get him. You're going to stun him. The stun begins on game 2. OG Gazelle. Yes, it is here. Special summon that Unicorn under Max C. We have King Sark Field Spell searching for the glory of Horus. I'm Seti. Returning back the Majesty's Fiend. So we are going to be playing into the Vandy Fiend. That will be the way. We keep on drawing 2 of them. What's going on here? It's sticky. We're going to discard Vandy Fiend. Now, under Max C, do we really want to keep on special summoning? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now, they have Imperm. That's it. This whole play is done. The Unicorn's going to be our only form of disruption. It's not really disruption. The Horus is only disruption if you make one of our other cards leave the field by card effect. Otherwise, this is pretty much nothing. Maybe the Keldo could do something with spinning their cards in the graveyard back to turn off their disruption. Imperm, Vandy Fiend, you're done. That's it. No more stun. I now can freely special summon, and you have nothing stopping me. Kaiju onto the I'm Seti. Finger the Keldo preemptively so it does not disrupt our disruption that we're going to set up in the grave. Follow-up Polymerization. We're not going into a Guardian Chimera here. We would need a monster on the field. We have Chimera, King of the Phantom Beast. Let's do it. Still activatable even though there's no hand. Unicorn is now banishing one of 2 Chimeras. We do play more than 1, so we're fine. We are now tribute summoning for our Baphomet, which will trigger to search for 2 cards from our deck, Fusion Spell and Monster, further fusing with the hand into the mythical King of Phantom Beast, Baphomet. Baphomet is going to send from the deck. Generally, you send the barrier statue, which we already have in the grave. Now, the in-grave effect of the Chimera to special summon is only during the opponent's turn where we could summon that barrier statue. Kotal's going to discard to search our deck. We now have targeting protection. If you were to target any card in our field, we will banish to protect. And what are we fusing? We are going into the Guardian Chimera. Let's go. Guardian Chimera is here. On summon, pop 2 cards on the field, plus draw 1. Very nicely done. Baphomet reborning from the graveyard, a Mirror Sword Knight, which will summon a Baphomet during the opponent's turn. You're making me want to play this deck. What's going on? Goodbye to the King Sark and the walls of the Imperial Tomb. Gazelle is here. Gazelle searching for a Chimera fusion. We're done with the plays. It was really flashy and cool, but unfortunately, we did not have a lethal way. Generally, how does the deck go into lethal? It's going to be lethaling through the Chimera, the Illusion Beast. You use as many materials as possible for the fusion summon, then it can attack that many times, and then the monster you battle into cannot be destroyed by battle. You then reduce it to 0. So I guess to have game with this, you'd have to use 4 materials, right? So first attack, no matter how big they are, doesn't matter. Reduce them to 0, then attack 3 more times for 9,000 damage would be the way. But sometimes just 3 materials is also enough. He had game 99%, did he? Did he have that play we were talking about? Could he have 4 material the Illusion Beast? Was that the way? We have the Imperial Tomb, which is not good enough. We need a card in our hand. Add a Horus card, then place a card from our hand back into the bottom of the deck. Let's keep on going. Frightfur Patchwork. Grabbing a Promulgation and our Edge Imp Chain. We are out of Guardian Chimeras. We do play 2, but the other one is banished. The Vanity Fiend is also stopping us. We can't summon from our graveyard. The I'm Seti's no good. We have I'm Seti, we have Happy. Is there a play where we should swing in, kill our Vanity Fiend, then Reborn in main phase 2? What's going on? We are Edge Imp Chaining. The called by actually wouldn't even be able to be chainable to the attempt to special summon. As soon as you enter main phase 2, you have player priority to Reborn the I'm Seti before they could even respond with the Chimera Fusion, before they could even call by the grave. You could call by the grave within the battle phase, though. At the end of the battle phase would be your last opportunity to do so. We have Chimera. This is the effect that never happens, okay? What is this? We summoned a Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts, a normal freaking monster from the deck, and we reborned a Baphomet. What the 20-year-old cards have just been summoned. Let's get Palmerizing. We're not even using them for a fusion summon. What is going on? Magnum, the reliever, is here. Target a Polymerization spell or fusion in the graveyard and draw a card. Chaining to a card effect to get popping, wiping out that field spell. Let's get to it. Goodbye to the field. We have 5,500 damage in the field. Now 21. 25, not 20. What was I talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. 25, not... What? What? What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh, you timed out. You timed out. No. Did you need to do Chimera Fusion, summon Gazelle and Baphomet? Now, if they have lethal and they time out, like, that's a valid loss. I'm sorry. That is a legitimate loss. Now, if they had a definitive lethal and they disconnected, we do rule that differently, but a timeout is a legitimate loss. It just is. All right, let's go to game 3. Begin. Codal get searching. When are we going to whip out that Gamma? When is the correct Gamma play against this? Either now or against the Baphomet itself. And we are choosing now. Yep, that's why we play Anaconda. Okay, great. Let's go. What are our forms of disruption here? We have the impermanence. We have, if they activate a monster effect in the field, we'll negate. If you activate an effect that targets, we will negate. And it's a triple disruption. Unicorn is here. Come forth. Field spell search in our deck for the I'm Seti Glory. Getting rid of the droplet. Okay. You know, there really isn't any monster on the field to negate, so it does make sense. Now, if we get the Majesty Fiend out, the in-grave effects cannot be activated. Reborn the I'm Seti. Reborn the Happy. Reborn the Dumatef. Start of the damage step, non-target send to the grave. Now, this states if this fusion summon card is destroyed, not sent, it was sent, it would have destroyed all opposing special summon monsters. Damn. Imperm on the attack. Are you 0? Yes, you are. You do not get to call back that attack just like that. Wiping it out. The engrave monsters now cannot be activated. We're going to look at that extra deck, banish a card face down, smacking them for 25. What do we do for main phase 2? Majesty Fiend pass. Neither player could activate monster effects. You need impermanence. No imperm. Oh my gosh. Damn. And Horus stun is now advancing. Good job to JC. Why Spree? I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. You timed out game 2 when you were going for game. Like, there's really nothing we could do. It just happened. That's just what happened, man. Damn it.